Guys, welcome to the Real Awkward Podcast, the best damn podcast you heard today. My name is Andy.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Ashley.
And we are about to ruin your life for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin people's lives. Like, that's not intentional, but I do wonder.
I do.
Amanda's over here just like,
now I'm nervous.
I hope somebody's burning today. Oh, sorry. That's, all right. I shouldn't have said that.
Now I feel like I'm...
I shouldn't have. Too soon.
Now I feel like
soon.
I'm walking on eggshells. I won't say the wrong thing and ruin someone's life.
Impromptu, sing me a song about eggshells. Go.
What?
They are sometimes glossy and sometimes they're matte. I really like eggshells because they are so rad. Do you like eggshells?
What's happening?
I don't know if you can like show someone's reaction to cringe, but Amanda's face was wonderful. Like, she's like, this is awful.
It was, when is this?
Ash
he's still going.
is not over it.
I don't know what to say
listen,
right
dude,
now.
I put you on the spot, and then I was like, well, she's not going to do it.
You just ruined someone's life. And it might have been mine.
I did. Yes, I did. Hey, Amanda.
Hey.
Can you kick us off with something fun?
Yeah,
All
sure
right.
can.
Amanda, what are you watching? Amanda, I gotta know what you watching. Amanda, no, I'm not gonna continue.
Okay, I was like, all right, this is gonna continue. Okay,
I hope
so
you're watching something cool.
I'm not gonna talk about it at length, but we did there's two things. We just started watching the sorry, you guys know.
In Africa,
you know that one
don't
time?
have maps.
We started watching The Mandalorian with Lincoln, and that's been really fun so far.
Mandalorian.
God.
Yeah, sure.
Rude.
He has fun with it. He just likes the explosions. But the movie that I recently watched was Borderlands.
Oh, it's a Borderlands. Okay, can I just say before you start, I heard it was ass. I heard the problem is that it wasn't a terrible movie in its entirety. The problem was that you have to have played the game to know what the hell was going on most of the time. That's what I heard. Tell me if that is correct or not. Mm.
As a player and fan of the games, I hated it.
Oh, sad.
As a movie liker,
So
and like,
sad.
yeah, I can be critical, but I'm also perfectly fine with like just watching a movie to have fun with it.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Ooh.
So basically in the video games, one of the first characters you meet is the main character in the movie, and that's all fine and good.
Okay.
But in the game, she has powers.
Okay.
But in the movie, you kind of wait the whole movie for her to get these powers.
Is this the Jamie Lee Curtis character?
No, this is Cate Blanchett's character.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Certain things are like her hair, for instance, is like right out of the video game.
Okay.
But then other things are like weirdly, like, we're doing our own thing here. There is some of the set pieces feel big and cool, but then some of the set pieces like almost feel like they did them after the fact in like reshoots or something, and we're like, yeah, this corner of this warehouse works.
Oh,
like,
sad. Like it literally feels like low budget, like B movie type.
Yeah.
of stuff?
So there's a part where there's a character called Mad Moxie, and she's actually a really cool character from the games, and she's got like a nightclub kind of thing, and the name of the actress, I can't think of her right now, but I think it's Gina Gershon. But the actress who plays her does a great job. But like, it looks like a really low budget movie or like a procedural TV show
Yeah.
that they have as like her bar, and it's kind of just like, wow. Jamie Lee Curtis, I love Jamie Lee Curtis, so I'm pretty tolerant of some of her like
Okay.
things when she doesn't act as well. However, visually this character was great for her, but the character was very kind of aloof and not overly social.
Okay.
And there was not a lot of warmth to her character that like would make you like her at all.
Sad.
Kevin Hart's character was kind of just generic.
Yeah, that's what I heard, is that he like wasn't necessary to be in it.
Not at all.
Right.
There was like another character that you could almost assume there had to have been at least one or two cutscenes, like scenes deleted, because he used to work for this company who was like holding this little girl hostage, like as a prisoner.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he like, you don't know that, but then he breaks in and like rescues her. And then you find out later that like he knows the head guard or whatever, and they give each other like a loving glance. And then she shows up later and like is, you know, like, no, leave him alone. And then she dies and it's like, no. And you're like, why do we care about her?
This already sounds like forgettable.
It is bizarro. And
Interesting.
I mean, honestly, all they had to do was make a movie about a group of ragtag people
Yeah.
going to find a huge vault, and like the vaults have treasure and shit. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all they had to do.
Right.
But instead, they tried to pull in all this other storyline stuff, and it just doesn't work.
Aww.
I think it would be perfectly fine. I'll probably let Lincoln watch it, honestly, if he wants to, because it's got explosions and there's like some kind of like crude humor jokes that are just kind of stupid. And Tiny Tina is one of the coolest characters in the video games. She's kind of like a Louise Belcher in the post-apocalyptic universe.
Right.
And she makes a lot of bombs and explosions and stuff. And her character was just reduced to be like this annoying little girl that you have to bring with you on side missions.
Oh.
So it was really
Do you feel like it just didn't it fell flat from holding truer to the game than it could have?
yeah, I mean, definitely it could have been closer to the game. I would have loved it if they had, because the game, one of the things the game's most like infamous for is it has like a lot of the cell shading. And I would have loved it if they had gone like a Scanner Darkly route and like done the cell shading for the movie. But I get that costs a lot of money and stuff. But I don't know. I was just kind of watching it, and I literally found myself like being like, oh, right, I haven't paid attention to this in like 10 minutes.
Oh,
and
sad.
then
I know that's when I know that I'm over it. If I
Well,
look
and
at
that
my
was-
phone too many times, I'm over it.
Yeah, and like I didn't even bother to rewind it because I was like, we're in the same part still. Like, they did some cool things. Like one of the coolest things about the game is like the guns and the combat, and it's
Right.
very fast paced. And some of the fight scenes were cool.
Okay.
They never seemed to run out of ammo.
Right.
So I just find that annoying in a game, in a movie in general. But the guns in the game are very cool, and some of the guns in the movie were cool. But like the game, a huge aspect of the game is customizing what you have.
Yeah, I remember that.
And none of that happens at all.
Oh,
So-
interesting.
You know, obviously you have to balance expectations of like a video game versus an hour and 40-minute movie. But you know, it's like this is one of those things where you could tell that the people who wrote this movie have never played the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I heard I heard those reviews often. Like the same thing. Like those people had no idea what was going on with it. Like there's been like, I also felt that was the case with Halo as well. The Halo TV show, that a lot of the writers didn't really understand
That show sucked.
Yeah, I heard it was not good. So
It was boring.
yeah, and then like Master Chief reveals himself immediately, like first episode
Yeah.
or something like that, and you're like,
And it's
not part of
freaking
his
Porn
character.
Stash from Orange is the New Black. And it didn't work.
Oh, dang it. Well, so was this Amanda's watching disappointed movie?
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
I guess.
I speak good English.
I done
Yes.
speak good English. Ooh. I do want to transition, though, over to what I call our actor spotlight. That's a camera sound.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. Sounded like a wind-up toy that like was on its side.
Yeah, like one that won't work.
Like the jumping teeth.
It's fallen and it's just spinning
Yeah.
in circles.
Yeah.
So I have a question for both of you. Both.
Sorry, y'all. I'm dying.
Both of us?
Both of you.
Both.
At this moment, I have a question. Do you or do you not like Aaron Taylor Johnson?
Heck yes.
Amanda, do you know who this is?
Yes, I know who he is. He's kick-ass.
Okay, so
Um,
the reason, before I start, well, I am starting, but before you comment, the reason I'm bringing him up is I feel like, do you know when some actors are like on the precipice of like being the main guy that you see in everything now? I feel like he's right there. Like he's about to have his like 5 years of fame where he's going to be cast in everything. Cause I guess he's in, Nostafaru.
Say that again. Say that again.
Nosferatu.
Nostafaru.
Bro, you see Nosferatu? It's good.
Nostafari.
Sorry, Nosferatu.
Yep.
I didn't know that. I know he's not a main character, but he also, if you are unfamiliar while you're listening at home, he was just in Kraven the Hunter, which was the biggest flop Sony has had in a long time. Granted, I don't know if it did better than Morbius or Madam Web, but I heard it was awful. Kick-Ass is where he really gained his popularity. He was in Bullet Train. He was in Fall Guy. And
He was Quicksilver.
And he was Quicksilver in the Avengers and many, many more. Apparently, he's always been like in Godzilla, like a lot of the Godzilla movies. And I don't know. I need to go back and watch it because I don't remember.
The way
any
you
of
said that, he's always been in Godzilla, made it sound like sometimes they replace people.
Wait. You mean like God's? You mean like God's instead of Godzilla, it's Aaron Taylor Johnson, just like ooh, like smashing buildings and stuff.
He's
No,
in the
that's
suit.
funnier.
He's in the suit.
He's also in the upcoming 28 Years Later.
Yes, I
Oh.
saw that, but I don't know. Is he the main character?
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
I just know he's in it. I just can't. I'm sorry, I can't get over Nostafaru.
I'm sorry, Nosferatu.
I can't get over it.
I'm gonna
I can't
call
get
it
over it.
Nostafaru.
I can't get
For
I don't
all
know what
those
it is.
Nostufarians.
Dude, I said,
Yeah.
Baja, bro. I'm gonna eat my burrito. Nostafaru. Let's watch it. Let's go.
Faru.
Faru,
Nostafaru,
bro.
my bro.
Vampires and shit. So
Nostafaru.
let's go. I really like this guy. I think he is British.
Yeah, he is.
Right?
Yeah.
The rumor is, I don't know if it's true, is that he is our next Bond. Like
I'd be
he is
okay.
gonna
I'd be
cast
perfectly fine
I
with
as
think
that.
our
he'd make
next
a great Bond.
So if he's already British and he kind of has that suave, debonair style to him that he can do, because obviously he's been Kick-Ass where he's like a nerd. Then you've got Quicksilver and all of that type of stuff too, where he was Russian,
Yeah.
right? Or
Yeah.
Ish.
Polish. Anyway, I guess I could throw it to you guys. Like thoughts, favorite film of his. What do you think about him? Do you like him as an actor?
I guess
Talk about it.
for me, my brain instantly goes to Kick-Ass because I feel like that's all I really knew him from.
Sure.
And so I kind of forgot about him, but then it was always kind of like, oh yeah, that's the guy that plays Kick-Ass until Fall Guy.
Right.
And then I was like, oh, it's him.
Mhm.
And then, seeing him in more, like you said, Nosferatu and Craven and stuff. But, like, seeing him in more trailers, I'm like, okay, he's going to keep rolling with this. Like,
yeah, and I feel like he's getting better. Now, I hope that Craven the Hunter doesn't hurt him in the career, only just because, number one, Craven's a great character. Like, Marvel, they have created an awesome character. Sony does not know how to do superhero movies anymore. They knew how to do the first 3 Spider-Mans, even though 3 was a little... But after that, man, they've really kind of screwed a lot of this stuff up. And I hope it doesn't hurt him. But, dude, he just feels like he can be one of those, like, wide-ranged actors. Like, he could be goofy. He could be action, serious, suave. He could be, obviously, if he's in 28 Days Later and Nastafaru... he I don't know. I don't know. He gives me X Factor when I think about him. I see that. So that's who's on my mind lately as an actor that I'm like, I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
I think
like that.
Where Timothy Chalamet is doing a lot of like dramas.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Aaron Taylor Johnson is kind of doing a lot of the action comedies.
I can see that. Yeah.
I like Aaron Taylor Johnson a lot. He has like a baby face kind of thing, but he's still like just kind of like generically handsome. Like he doesn't have really like extreme features or anything.
This is true. This is a good way to describe him.
But I think he can do the comedy stuff. He can do the kind of action stuff. One of my favorite movies with him is Bullet Train.
Yes, so good. Ash, have you seen it all the way through now?
No, I haven't.
It's honestly, I've seen it a few times. It's fantastic.
It's so
and
good.
I'm not a huge Brad Pitt fan. I know that
Apparently
Andy is.
neither am I now.
But I really absolutely think that movie's worth watching,
Yes.
and his character is one of my like favorites of the movie.
Yeah, he is good, and he does have his accent in it, right? In that one, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he has his accent in Kingsman as well.
Oh yeah, that's the other one I forgot that he was in. He was in Golden Circle, right?
No,
I believe so. The Kingsman.
Kingsman. Oh, dude. Oh,
the dog fart, or did you fart?
Oh my god, the dog. Oh, it's so bad. Oh,
anyway,
you ruined my segment.
So
so bad. Oh,
so
dude,
no, I can't deal with
smells
it.
like absolute shit.
Oh my god.
Says the guy who feeds him pancakes after Sunday
I was gonna
breakfast.
say, what did Andy feed him?
A French fry. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Sorry to disrupt the podcast. We're back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay. Continue, Amanda, before the shitstorm.
I mean, I was pretty much done.
All right. Sorry. Ash, any closing statements on this boy?
Thumbs up for James Bond.
Oh, yes. I agree.
I would be pleased if that were reality.
Okay. Down. No.
Okay,
down.
I agree with you. Nosferatu.
Down.
Nosferatu.
Nastafaru, bro.
Oh boy. All right, Ash, you been cooking anything lately?
Yeah.
All right.
It's time to eat a treat. It's time to eat a treat. It's time to eat a treat. Hey Ashley, what you baking today? We just can't wait for your recipe. Hey Ashley, what you baking today? We just can't wait for your recipe. For your recipe. For your recipe.
It's funny you say you just can't wait, and then the song just keeps going.
Just can't wait.
I can't wait, but let me sing for
your
another
recipe.
2 minutes. Here's my recipe.
Oh, snap.
What do you do if you need chocolate cake, but you don't have eggs?
I don't know.
You make a wacky cake.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Andy, have you ever had
Wacky.
wacky cake?
I have recently, and I enjoyed it very much.
It's so good, isn't it?
It wasn't too wacky. Is it called wacky cake because
It's
it
called
doesn't
wacky
have the
cake.
ingredients you normally have in a traditional cake?
Yes.
That's wacky.
It has no eggs, no butter, no milk. So
No
technically
flavor?
it's vegan. No,
no
it's
flavor.
amazing.
No, it had more flavor than I expected.
It tastes
I
like
just-
a super fluffy, soft brownie.
Okay, fair. I just want to preface this, listeners, by saying that Ashley posted this on her Instagram, and I said, "What makes it a wacky cake?" And she goes, "I'm going to talk about it on the podcast." So I was like, "Oh, so I can't even find out."
You can't even find out.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah,
They-
you held it back.
It's also known as the depression cake.
right.
Or depression cake, some variation of depression cake, because during the depression, when you didn't have eggs and butter and milk, commodities,
Yes.
you could still make it. So yeah, it's delicious. I can post a recipe if I want to,
No, you shall do it. That's the new
because
rule.
it's so worth it.
yeah.
So because it doesn't have like fat and eggs and stuff, do you use a bunch of stuff as a substitute?
Lots of oil.
Got it.
Yeah,
Which made it moist.
which made it super moist.
Sure.
Honestly, I made this because I haven't had it since I was a kid. I've never made it in my adult life. And I thought that I remembered it being like a super dense cake. I was like, well, that makes sense because it has no eggs, so there's nothing to like make it fluffy. But then I made it and it wasn't dense at all. But the reason I made it thinking it was dense is that Andy and I took the kids to a place called Rocky's Hot Chicken Shack, which if you're ever near one, go. They have a Coca-Cola cake.
Yes.
Ooh, I would try that.
Oh, yes.
And it's that cake like threw me because it looks chocolate, but it's not.
No, it tastes
It's
like
just Coca-Cola.
It's
tastes like
Coca-Cola.
cake.
Yeah.
And so you're eating it and you're like, I'm expecting
Coca-Cola.
chocolate, and
Yeah.
it's not chocolate, but Andy said he liked it because it was super dense.
It was. I love the dense cake.
But yes,
Well,
I think
'cause
I'm
there are
going to
some-
try making that one soon.
My aunt used to make one. It was like you take a box of cake mix. I don't remember if it was regular cake or angel food cake mix. And you add in a can of Sprite. And that's it. And you
I've heard
cook
of
it.
that.
Oh, interesting.
And
okay.
it makes like, and it's not as citrusy as you think it would be.
right.
yeah.
Sure. It
Just
probably
kinda like-
dissolves a little bit.
It's just kind of sweet. And then like right on the back end, there's just the tiniest bit of citrus. But it, like, I remember being like, this is going to be like lemon bar texture. Like, this is going to be thick.
Yeah.
And it was a nice desserty texture.
Well,
like
'cause
you were kind of
angel
like,
food
oh, okay.
cake is very fluffy, and I imagine
Mhm.
I don't know if the carbonation like has an effect on it.
Maybe,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. That was the Coke cake. Coke cake.
The Coca-Cola
Why is that
cake?
hard to say?
Say Coca-Cola cake.
Yeah, Coke cake is
Coke. I don't like
hard.
Coke cake. That doesn't sound good at
But
all.
what can I say though? The wacky cake that you make. Oh my God, this was crazy. So Amanda, we can see you on the video, and you just changed positions as if you were a magician, and it was really creepy. Like first you were talking to the mic, and then all of a sudden you were like backwards, and then it just like cut, and it distracted me. The wacky
Oh,
cake.
all right.
Sorry, Amanda.
Yeah.
Amanda and her magician.
Magician
Glitch in
position.
the
Magician position, the erection selection. The wacky cake was really, really good with ice cream. Like,
Oh, yeah.
For some, I know like a normal cake, sometimes you eat ice cream because cake can be a little dry every now and again. But even though it was like moist, it was like, I don't know the best way to describe it. It reminded me is like when you do a mix-in at like Minchie's or at
Like a froyo place.
yeah, Cold
Stone
Stone or whatever, and the yellow cake that they have in there, it had that same kind of texture to it, but it was tasty, and it crumbles a little bit when I was eating with the ice cream, but it made it even better because then I had a little cake and a little ice cream with every bite.
Yeah. Also, you can put frosting on it. I served it with just like a sprinkle of powdered sugar on it, which is enough. But after that first piece with the sugar on it, I just had it plain, and it was
Still good.
phenomenal.
Did you eat it all? Is it gone?
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
Every day the kids are like, "Can I have more, please?"
The wacky cake hath left the building.
Yeah, I will be making more though.
It's
so
easy,
good.
right?
It's so good. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and also one of the cool things about it is you can do it all in one dish. So a lot of the recipes that I saw, it was just you just take your pan that you're baking it in and you would mix all the dry ingredients together and then make little like holes in it to pour your liquids and then you just stir it all together and then bake it. So you don't even need a bowl.
Oh, that's cool.
Even
okay.
wackier.
That's super
So wacky.
Amanda,
Yes.
will you make this wacky cake or is this a no bake for you?
I probably won't.
Yeah, there
But-
you go.
Only because no, if I had the stuff to make it, I probably would.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I never have like cocoa powder. Like and so cuz I don't eat a lot of chocolate things.
Yeah.
But it's not the same thing. But we do if I feel like making cookies, which is rare, we do the peanut butter cookie recipe that's like cup of peanut butter, cup of sugar, and 1 egg.
Yeah.
Like that one's so easy because it's like I don't have to go find a bunch of shit. I don't have to make sure my butter's cold. Like,
Yeah.
you know what's funny is I used to bake so much when I was younger. Like I would make crazy shit. And now as I've gotten older, like I'm too impatient to bake. Like if I have to like put it in the fridge before I scoop it and put it in the oven so they don't get too flat because the butter got too soft. No, I'm just not going to do it at all. Like, I'm just not going to do it.
Dude, if the description is a paragraph, I'm out.
Yeah.
On how to fix
Like-
everything. I can't.
I've just figured out as I've gotten older, there's certain things that I don't have the patience for. And so a recipe like this where you could just kind of like mix it all together and dump it in or mix it in the pan
Yeah.
is more intriguing to me. Because I'm just not fucking doing it. I'm not gonna like cream everything together, make sure it's perfect, and then I slowly add in everything. No.
No. Throw it all in a bowl, bake it. If it don't
Yeah,
work,
I'm not
it
gonna
don't
do
work.
that. I'm gonna throw it all together, mix it all up, dump it in a thing, and
Yeah,
go. Like,
yeah. I
um,
get that. I
same thing
respect.
with like the dump cakes. Like, I hate that word. I hate the phrase because it sounds
Yeah.
gross. But I have this one recipe, and it ends up kind of like peach cobbler almost. And it's like I can assemble it right in the pan. And I'm like, perfect.
Mhm.
Because I don't want to do it.
I love the texture of peach cobbler though. Like I dig that. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't like really hard things either. Like, so you know, like when people make cookies and they're like crispy cookies. Mm-mm.
I don't trust anyone who likes a hard cookie.
Yeah, it's not my jam, dude.
Get out of here.
It's not
I
my
like
jam.
the edges to be crispy, but I want the inside to be soft.
Yeah, I need gooey. I need it ooey gooey.
I need mine underbaked.
No, that's my
Yeah.
sister. My sister wants them just set enough
Yeah.
so she can
So
pick
you
them
can
up.
pick it up. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So good. I mean, might as well not even cook it, really.
I'll be
Let's
honest.
just-
Most of the time when I make
Cookie
cookie
dough.
dough, it doesn't end up as cookies.
No, just eating that
See,
cookie dough.
Lincoln likes it if I ever buy cookie dough because, like, the Pillsbury one especially, you can just eat it. It's safe to eat raw.
Yep.
And so, like, we made cookies for Santa, and he goes, "How many can I eat?" And I was like, well, once we make the cookies, you can have some. He goes, "No, right now." And I was like, you can have 2 because they're little. Like the
Yeah.
balls now are
Yeah.
little.
Oh yeah.
I said, you can have 2 because it's still raw cookie dough.
Yeah, right.
Like, I was like, I just don't want you to get your tummy upset. And he was like, 2. Okay. But then after we make all the cookies, I was like, Jesus.
So apparently,
you licked the whole
sorry,
bowl.
this is going long because we keep having spin-off conversations. But apparently,
know.
you can cook your flour before you mix it into your dough, and that's what
What?
makes it edible.
How's that possible?
So, like most of the time, like people eat raw eggs, right?
Yeah.
People think you can't have raw cookie dough because of the eggs, but
Yeah.
hello, we eat like runny eggs all the
Yeah,
time.
right.
It's no different.
Right.
But it's a flour you're not supposed to eat raw. But if you stick it in the microwave for a minute or whatever before you throw it in, then it like cooks it
It
out.
makes no sense. No, I mean it probably does in
Yeah.
some weird chemistry way.
it's bacteria.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
It's bacteria.
In the flour?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've seen
like
people
little
do it
bugs?
where they just spread it out on a cookie sheet
Yeah.
and they put it in the oven and then they because they're intentionally making edible cookie dough.
Mm-hmm.
So they basically just do everything but add the eggs,
Right.
and
Yeah.
then they cook the flour.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Um,
dude.
That's how I learned because I was trying to make an edible cookie dough, and then I was like, oh,
Mhm.
you stick the flour in the microwave. Cool.
Damn. All right. Shit. Well, thank
There you
you
There we have it.
for sharing your wacky recipe. So wacky.
You betcha.
Well, she didn't share the recipe.
Oh, wait, but you will.
But I will.
On our Instagram.
I will.
The Real Awkward Podcast on Instagram. Ash will share the recipe all the way down in the comments. What did you do last time? Like you just put it in the
The
comments?
comments.
Multiple times? Multiple comments or just one comment?
Well, it depends how long the recipe is.
Oh, so wait, is there a limit to comments?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think last time it took 2 comments for a recipe.
Dang, dude. That's how you should tell people. Be like, this is a 3-comment recipe, guys.
Mm.
Get ready.
Get
This
ready.
is a 3-commenter.
Get ready.
How many? I just want to know how many cups of oil are in the wacky cake.
Oh, it's like, I want to say it was like a 1/4 cup or a half a cup.
Oh,
A half a cup of oil.
Okay.
that's not bad. I think a box of cake mix is
But
a quarter or a cup
It
or a
was
half a
only
cup. So-
an 8x8 pan. So it wasn't a 13x9.
Yeah.
So I
That's a
imagine if you
lot.
did a 13x9, it would be a little bit more.
Okay, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of oil.
It didn't taste like it though. It tasted just like heaven. It was delicious.
Oil
I mean,
does
but honestly,
taste
like-
heaven.
If you're not using butter and eggs and stuff, that's your only fat. Like, it's really not that much.
Yes.
Yeah. Just don't look for protein.
No.
All right, listen, ladies.
Yeah.
I am intentionally shouting this segment out because this is a fresh new segment that we're doing, and I want to lead Amanda in properly. So,
Okay.
Amanda, would
Yeah.
you like me to hook you up with backing track, or do you want to give us an intro into what you're doing first? Talk to me, babe. Talk to me.
I hate that for me. I don't know.
Okay, so this is how I imagined it. Was
Okay.
that we've all known nursery rhymes, we've all known short stories or tales, correct?
Okay.
But in this specific instance, Amanda has the details that have been left out. Is that correct?
Sure. I don't know. We're gonna wing it. I
love it.
don't really know.
I will
how
say
I'm gonna do
this.
this.
People in the comments after Amanda's done, please, even though you rarely do it, tell her I like you that you did it that way, or let's try it a different way. How about that?
'Kay.
How about we get some
So-
audience engagement on this bad boy?
Here's the deal, man. I'm just gonna talk. I'm gonna talk about a movie,
Oh, okay.
and because I can't do anything short-winded, I'm just gonna talk about the movie
I love it.
and the issues I have with it.
Okay. All right.
So, hit me with my music, I
Okay,
guess.
okay, boo. This is going the whole time. So you're all set,
I
honey,
hate it.
honey baby.
Okay.
Here we go. Thicky sticks. Let's go.
Okay, here's the deal. We're going to talk about a movie. It's called Ratatouille. Okay. I have many problems with this movie. Okay. On the outside of the movie, it's a rat that teaches a man to cook. This man already works in a restaurant. So, how did he get hired? Okay. So, yeah, I know what you're saying if you've already seen the movie. The man takes the trash out, okay? But why? They should just let him go. So, okay, we're in France. There are rats. They live in an old lady's attic. Like, this lady all of a sudden figures out she has rats. Sorry, ma'am. You know you have rats. Okay, so then, conveniently, this rat, Patton Oswalt, finds this restaurant that's like was owned originally by his like favorite chef, but now the restaurant's kind of shitty. Well, it's like fancy, but like it's not run very well. And so now this new guy, and he's like rude or whatever, he owns a restaurant, and So this rat, apparently deciding that he needs a side hustle, is like helping this guy cook. And the only reason that this like works out is sheer happenstance, because the rat makes a soup that then the restaurant serves to its patrons. Like, and then this garbage boy takes the credit for it, and then he has to basically figure out a way to learn to communicate with this rat how to cook. Okay. So then he's able to sit in the hat of the chef and like communicate with him by pulling his hair what to cook and what to do. First of all, how is this rat even staying out of the hat? That doesn't make sense to me. Second of all, sanitation. That doesn't make sense. So apparently at the same time that this is all happening, you find out that this main guy, whose name is fucking Linguini, okay? You find out that he is apparently like this magic heir to the throne of who owns this restaurant, very little princess. And so the guy who's running the restaurant, he like, apparently there's like a deadline that if nobody says they're the rightful heir by X amount of time, that this guy gets to own the restaurant. Well, conveniently for the story, it's now. And so it all stays hidden. Well, apparently that all comes out somehow magically. And then there's a big falling out between the human and the fucking rat, where the rat's feelings get hurt because the man, whose name is Linguini, takes credit for all the recipes. So the rat gets mad, and the rats destroy the pantry of the restaurant. And instead of getting pest control, he apologizes to the rat. So then, this food critic comes, and this food critic, he's like, oh my god, my review of this restaurant was so bad last time that it killed the original owner of the restaurant. So why this guy chose to come back, why they let him in the door, I don't know. So he sits down, and the rat is like, oh, I know what's gonna work for this guy, I know what to make. Makes him ratatouille. And this guy gets like taken on an emotional journey back to when he was a child, and it like cures all these holes in his heart. And now he wants to be a good person, but he looks like Gru from Despicable Me. And so he ends up helping the chef and his now girlfriend, who knows about the rats and doesn't have a problem with it. He helps them open up their own little bistro called, I think it's called the Ratatouille, where the rat is the main chef at the restaurant. Who is coming to this restaurant? Rats have diseases. Okay? This movie would have been over in 2 minutes if this lady had used rat traps. Okay? That's Ratatouille.
Yes.
I love that movie.
Yes.
That's Ratatouille.
That is wonderful. I will say it's really hard not to laugh while you're describing a ridiculous movie to that music the entire time. So
Sure.
Well done. Well
You
done.
just saved a lot of people who have never seen Ratatouille the time to watch Ratatouille.
I saved you
to question
80
what's
minutes.
going on. I just saved you 80 minutes.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Oh, we are heavily movie centric today. By the way,
Is that a problem?
no, that's what we're the real awkward podcast. It makes sense.
That's our bread and butter, baby.
That makes sense. Amanda,
Yes.
we've got a guest today.
Oh yeah, I heard she was here. Ashley, you want to go get her?
Yeah, hold on.
All
I'll be
right.
right back.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
I know she needs a hand, so.
Where
Oh.
am I?
Hey, welcome, Grandma.
Oh, you again.
Yeah, we invited
You again.
here.
Oh, me again. Yeah.
Yes, you again.
Yes,
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, quite well. been spending my days doing a lot of movie watching.
Oh, more movies.
More movies.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
I love that for you.
I will say it's great to see you, and we always look forward to what you've been watching.
Yes, I've heard you enjoy movies as well, so perhaps you would enjoy this one.
Shoot. I mean, go. Sorry, that means go. I apologize. It's 2025.
Okay.
You don't know that. It means to continue with your story, Grandma.
Do you
Please
have
tell us.
some music for me?
Yeah. Grandma, why don't you?
I would love a little bit of that
Yeah.
music.
Okay.
A little
I got it.
music.
I got you, Grandma.
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, Grandma. That was a little early. Grandma, I didn't mean to offend. I was just clearing my throat. I was just clearing my throat. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Grandma.
Yes.
What
Yes.
What you been watching?
Here is my review of Paddington 2.
Oh, Paddington
boy.
2.
I've been waiting for this one.
I am pleasantly shocked by how much I enjoyed this film. It is very wholesome fun. No sign of dirty language, crude jokes, kinky scenes, and best of all, no political agendas. That's right. I watched a movie in 2025 without any eye rolling, puke-inducing scenes that involve token actors or forced political messages. Can't we have more movies like this that focus on family, friendship, and what it means to really care for someone? It was such a simple, funny, and heartwarming film that I will have no hesitation rewatching. I even cried twice.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yes.
Twice.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Oh,
Wow.
Paddington 2 was wonderful. Nicolas Cage was right.
Nicolas Cage was right. Paddington 2 is the greatest movie ever made. You are correct. You are correct. Grandma, we appreciate you.
Oh, dear. You are so welcome.
Thank you so much. Why don't you get out of here, go get yourself a crumpet or something.
Yes, yes.
Sure.
All right, then.
Yeah. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks,
Bye,
Grandma.
Grandma.
Oh, she's so nice, Amanda, isn't she?
She is nice.
She's nice. Thank you for seeing Grandma out, by the way.
I
Yeah.
wish we had an extra seat so like I could sit here too.
Nope.
Yeah, you know.
Dude, at
I,
least,
um,
at least it wasn't Palpatine this time.
Dude, that guy.
It's weird when he gets in here. I love that Grandma takes her movie recommendations from Nicolas Cage.
I didn't realize because she was so upset about.
Yeah, Paddington 2 legit like it has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's awesome.
You know, honestly, I'm gonna take her word for it. 'cause
I've never
I've
seen it,
never
but I
watched that.
feel like I have to
I'm
now.
gonna have to hit it. I'm gonna have to hit it up for sure. No, well, first I need to watch Nostafar 2.
Hit it up with the Nostafaru.
This has been real and awkward today.
Yes.
We
how we do
appreciate
it best.
you guys. As always, if this is the first time you guys are listening to us, you can catch us every Thursday at 9 a.m. We drop new episodes every single week. And if you want to talk to us a little bit more, Amanda, where can people say, "What's up, dog"?
People can come say, "What's up, dog?" at our Instagram at Real Awkward Podcast. We also have links to the rest of our socials over there, so go check us out. And if you like Andy want to go check out the movie Nostafaru, let us know how it was.
Heck yeah. Amanda,
Yeah.
you lead us out with some quotes.
Yeah, I have an inspirational quote to end the day.
Ooh.
So here we go. According to astronomy, when you wish upon a star, you're actually a few million years late. That star is dead, just like your dreams.
Aww.
Thanks, Amanda. Bye,
Anytime.
everybody.
Goodbye.